Listen, and I hate to bring up terrible news on this sacred day, that of LeBron James' birthday. But unfortunately, it is looking more and more and more and more and more likely that Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be leaving Liverpool. I think Mo Salah is basically writing his contract. He's having a hell of a contract year. I tweeted that out, and I think I'm going to make that a video. Like, who else is stacking up on these like contract year forms? Like, his form is ridiculous, and it is making it harder and harder for management not to capitulate to whatever he wants. Even though his age is whatever, his this is whatever, is that whatever metric, Michael Edwards wants to type in his little fucking laptop, he's blowing them out. Virgil van Dijk, still a Rolls Royce, looks phenomenal. And he's a defender who doesn't rely on pace. And so it's going to be one of those things where it's like, he's probably fine, right? Like, he's probably got 2-3 years of being this great. And even that downslope, I think, won't be anything that's like crazy. Especially if he's with Konate, or if they bring in someone else and, they're able to rotate him a little bit more. You can get a lot of mileage of, goalkeepers and center backs, I think. But the one that is looking not so likely to make the signature and extension is going to be Trent Alexander-Arnold. And, from everything that we've seen, it looks like Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to leave for free in the summer. There has been speculation, rumors. I know that Marca and Diario, whatever that is, like Diario AR or something weird. The Spanish newspaper, obviously. Marca is just a Madrid mouthpiece, so you can. It's right there. Oh, I'm so stupid. It's Diario AS, whatever. Anyway, what the fuck? Okay, sorry, that threw me off. But it is looking like Trent Alexander-Arnold is going to be leaving. That's what I was saying. More Marca is known for it. I think Diario, I'm sure, has like a vested interest in Madrid being kind of like the best, but they are kind of just mouthpieces. So there's been kind of conflicting reports of, he's told Liverpool he's leaving, his signature is all, but, it's everything except for the signature. Two, he hasn't told Liverpool that he's definitely leaving. And all that kind of tells me is that he just hasn't told Liverpool. I think he's kind of made up his mind. He's stalling for, this long. A dude that's this young, I think that they would pay him whatever he wanted. I would hope so. And, he's not signing the extension. I think he's what we wanted, what we were hoping, what was possibly, potentially going to be the greatest asset of him and Jude Bellingham's friendship has turned into the greatest liability, if we're being honest, where now instead of him bringing Jude over to Liverpool, Jude is going to take Trent Alexander-Arnold over to Madrid. And I've seen it a couple other places. I have also seen that Fabrizio, I think it was Fabrizio that said that, he wasn't exactly signed. So, it's just one of those things where it's like you never really know what's exactly been said, but from what I'm seeing, it definitely does look like Trent is going to be leaving. And he did have a celebration when they played this past weekend, where he was just kind of doing that when they played West Ham, when he was kind of celebrating his goal, and he was, doing like, oh, there's a lot of chatter. It just does nothing for me. I think he's gone. I think that does nothing to quell the rumors. Enzo Fernandez was seen, kissing the badge. Jude Bellingham was, pointing at the badge, saying he's here. There's been a lot of instances where people kind of like, I think he even did the talking when Jude Bellingham. So, if anything, that's making it worse. But it is going to be a big, big blow because that's going to be one of, what should be a pretty essential piece that you're building on if you're Liverpool. A lot of great, great pieces have been added, but you are never, ever, glaze mode here. You're never, ever going to be able to replace that right foot that he has. I mean, his passes, his ability to find space, ping a man, and just play through over the top or through defenses. I mean, some of those passes are just ridiculous against West Ham, and he's had so many over his career. He's won everything with Liverpool. It's just, as a person that advocates for players to, to have mobility, to have freedom, to do whatever they want, to achieve whatever they want, I understand that he's going to want to go, that he wants to go, that it's going to be something new, it's going to be something exciting. Potentially, he'd be leaving Liverpool, especially the way things are going, with Liverpool having 2 Premier League titles, the Champions League, and just countless other records and everything else. But I think, I'm not going to speak for Liverpool, especially not being from there, just being a fan. As a fan, leaving on a free, boyhood club from the area, I would think he gets jeered every time he comes back, and I think that is a shame. And he gave everything to the club, but the hurt that this causes, you expect to see faces come and go, but Liverpool are a team that are just of they're just so of the people. They're just so, it's a sentimental thing. It's something that means more. And for the boyhood kid, grew up in the academy, and then leaves on a free to, I know they don't consider Liverpool the biggest rival, but, one of the biggest rivals in terms of the world stage, I think is just going to be too much. I don't blame fans for being upset. I will be very upset if that happens. Again, I won't wish him ill will. No one should ever do that to any player. But I just think, I think it's going to be unforgivable. And again, would I say that about almost any other player? I absolutely would not. But there's something about Liverpool, boyhood, team, academy, graduate, Liverpool did everything, and for him to leave is just, it's just one of those things that is too much. I would wish him well, but I would never root for him. I would never, cheer for him. I would never, it would just be too much. It'd just be too much pain. And I wouldn't like it. I would hate it. I wouldn't be against, people just being like, man, fuck this dude. He would get almost, if not pretty much, the Raheem Sterling treatment. Raheem Sterling, a guy that kind of bounced around a bit, but then made it very big with Liverpool, and he did something, and then he went and joined City. And it was one of those things where it was like, dude, we fucking, we got you, we brought you up, we showed you up, and then you go and join these fuckers? Oh, man. So, I don't know, it's just one of those things where it's like this extra hate. And we just have to be honest, right? I would not do that for anybody else. I didn't do that even for Coutinho. I thought he was great, and I would have loved for him to stay. If he wants to go, bye. I'm currently doing that for Luis Diaz, dude. Luis Diaz, I feel like every fucking window, he's linked with somebody else. You want to go that fucking bad? Leave. Goodbye. We don't want you. See ya. It's one of those things where it's like, dude, I want people that want to be at the club. And that's how it's always been. And so you don't take it personal. You don't, you're just like, okay, if you don't want to be here, goodbye. Go be somewhere else and see how that works out for you. See how it worked out for Mane. I love Mane, and I think his time did come. But for Mane, Coutinho. Who was the other one that left? Gini Wijnaldum. Love the man. I think he felt disrespected. There's some nuances here, but still, it's like it's just not the same. And then I don't know. I think Jurgen Klopp, in his final pitch to Coutinho before he left as well, was, at Liverpool, they'll build you a statue. Like, you will be somebody. You will be fantastic. You'll achieve great things, and it'll be amazing. At Barcelona, at Madrid, you're just going to be another name. You're just going to be another person that had some time there. Hopefully it goes well. If it doesn't, even worse. And then what? So that was the final pitch from Jurgen Klopp to Coutinho. And I just think that's going to be the final pitch for Trent Alexander-Arnold as well. I mean, I don't get it, and I really don't. And it'd be another thing. Even Gerrard, I thought Steven Gerrard was like maybe loyal to a fault. Again, he wouldn't go to another Premier League team, but maybe he should have gone. He could have gone to Madrid or Barcelona, but he chose to stay through and be loyal through and through. And it was just something special, and that just puts him on so much of a notch above, because he went through the mud on some of those teams, and he got obviously Champions League wins, but no Premier League title. That's not the case for Trent. For Trent, I mean, Liverpool are doing phenomenal. He can still be a part of that, and Liverpool are still going to go up and going to continue to grow. And, it's not the same. And so it's weird to me. Again, I understand that Madrid always has this kind of mystique and aura about them. But I don't know. I mean, another point to consider as well for me has always been that they kind of want to start their own shit as well. They kind of want to start their own like Champions League thing that nobody's really going to be a part of, it seems like. And so you're kind of doing that as well. And so it's just like, it's just weird. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to stick up for FIFA or UEFA, but that's like the system that currently exists. And I would think that he would want to be at Liverpool, grew up here. Maybe he thinks he's done it all. He's going to give him another Premier League title, and he can go off and it be good. And I think for the fans, I'm not going to speak for everybody either, but I think as a fan, no, it's not going to hit the same, man. It's not going to hit the same. And I even said it, when he hit that goal against West Ham, I was like, I can't even fucking celebrate. Because all that fucking looms over me is that he doesn't have that contract signed. So, let me know what you think, though. I mean, is it good that he leaves? Is it bad? If he leaves on a free, it is going to be absolutely, positively brutal. I think there is still some sort of, menial fee of, things that you would have to, that Real Madrid would have to pay, but it'd be nothing close to what an actual transfer fee would be. But anyway, is it good that he leaves? Do you understand it as a Liverpool fan, as not a Liverpool fan? Do you understand it? Are you okay with it? Are you not okay with it? Do you think he's choosing the wrong thing? Why or why not? Let me know in the comments.